everybody, and welcome to Love Talk. Today on Love Talk, I would like to introduce you to the incredible singer. She's soulful, she's vocal, she's musical, she's an absolute talent. Her name is Carmy Love. Hey, Carmy.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's an absolute honor and a pleasure to have you here today. I really mean it.
How are you feeling today, I should say?
I'm excited. Watch me. I'm literally like bouncing. I'm bouncing. Everything inside of me is bouncing for this interview because I'm so excited. I'm going to start with your music before I even get into who you are.
Okay.
Because I want you to promote I Just Came to Dance because... Go ahead.
Okay. So I Just Came to Dance is my latest single. It came out on Friday, which this Friday just gone, the 2nd of June. And it's about just being like going out or just being somewhere where you just want to be left alone. Like you just want to dance, you're in your own groove, and you just want to do your own thing basically. And essentially that's what it's about. It's I would say a slightly different, just a little bit to what I'm used to doing, but it's out. Just have a listen. Yeah, it's different tempo. It's just
different. Out now. The single I Just Came to Dance by Carmy Love, out now on all digital platforms. Please give it a listen.
Yes.
Can you remember the mindset you were in the day you wrote that track?
Well, I didn't write that one. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
That person really like you in it. Yeah, man. Just that track.
Yeah. So it's under the Big AC Records, and it was written by Nick Corbin and also Miranda Joy. So yeah, they wrote it I think sometime last year, and they brought it to me and said, I think that you might be able to do this one, have a little listen to it. And as soon as I heard it, because usually you would get like a what would you say, like I wouldn't say a prefix, it's they give you like it's like a template of what it should sound like, and I was just like, yes, I have to try this song out. And I recorded it, and I got my nephew on there as well. So he's 14, well, he's 15 now. He did it last year. He was 14 at the time. So he's at the end of the track with me singing backing vocals. So I'm really happy about that because it's something he wants to do. So
I'm really pleased for that track. And I'm really I'm grateful that you crossed paths with those songs. And I'm glad that you took the opportunity to try something new.
Yeah.
It's really good. So let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Who is Carmy Love?
Carmy Love is a singer-songwriter from Northwest 10, originally from Stonebridge Estate. I started singing quite young, but I didn't know that I was any good. I had a friend of mine who is an actress now. Her name's Madeline Appiah Bevan. She's done a lot of good things as well. So she used to get me out as a child and say, oh, like sing this song. So we'd be singing a lot of like Escape, Mariah Carey songs, and like she would have me doing it constantly, like SWV. And I was more interested in acting, to be honest. So I was like, yeah, we can sing, but can we do something, like, could you give me some plays to try and do? And she was like, no, you need to focus on the singing. So she had me doing it every day. And it was only until so I used to sing, like people at school used to like try and get you to sing and things. And then when I was about 17, 18, there was a youth project with Stonebridge area youth at Bridge Park Complex. You would know it well.
I was working there. I worked in the gym.
Did you? Oh my gosh. So basically, I think it was underneath the church. So that we used to go there 3 times a week, where we would have like acting classes, so drama classes, singing, music, I should say, and movement, so dancing and things. So we used to do that 3 times a week, and that's where I met Noel McCoy. Do you know Noel McCoy?
No.
Okay, Noel McCoy is another he's a UK artist, or he passed last year, sadly. I think more, there was a, he was part of a group with his siblings called the McCoys. And also in the latter part of his life, he was doing work with like Omar and another, I forgot what his name is now. Goodness me. Like two other people, but you would know, you would, if you heard their music, you would know who they were. So they were quite big in the UK scene back in the day, and still doing their thing now as a collective. But anyway, let me go back to the story. So I started working. Noel McCoy had his own studio down in where was it? It was in Harrow Road. And he used to get all of us young people down to just try and create music. And he just opened up his space for us. So I was really grateful for the time to be able to do things like that. And then he was working with a group. It was like a boy, a white band, predominantly white band, who were doing soul music, or northern soul, or blue-eyed soul as they would call it. And he introduced me to them because they needed some backing singing on their EP. So I did that with a friend of mine at the time, and then they were like, "Oh, do you want to be part of the band?" So this was way back in like 2011, and then I was with them for about 3 years. So we went touring, and we was doing a lot of things back then. And then I joined House Gospel Choir back in, I think, 2016. So I started there. Then I stopped for about a year, and then I was like, I did not think, in all honesty, I did not think I would be doing music. I just thought, it's just a little hobby, and then that would be it. So in 2020, was it 2020? 2020. It was 2020. At the end of 2020, so it's about October, I got contacted by my old bandmate, who is the label mate, and the owner of the record label that I distribute through. And he said, "I've got a song. I would like you to sing it. And then we can put your song, Rebel, on the B-side of that. We're just going to put it out on vinyl and see how it goes." And it did quite well. I think the vinyl, at the time, they had 500 copies, and it sold out like really quickly. And till people, even now, it's on some websites that people are like trying to resell it, but it's like £150 and things like that. It's crazy. Like for me, I'm just like, you don't expect that. But the response that I've received from that, it's been going steadily. I didn't expect to sing. That's what I would say. And I'm happy to be doing that now. So yeah.
I'm not surprised that your music sold out real quick. I'm not surprised. It's the way you skip across your tempos, right?
Yeah.
X Factor, in my opinion, and we can discuss this, but in my opinion, your X Factor, it allows you to take a modern song, and because of your X Factor, you can turn that into a classic. Who produces your music, by the way?
Well, it's the same guy, Nick Corbin, my friend Nick Corbin. So it'll be him. But I work with other people as well. So you will hear some stuff from a guy called Leon King, and another guy called DJP. Who else is there? There's a few others as well, but it's all in the pipeline.
I need to know this Nick Corbin. I'm going to look him up straight away.
Yeah. He's a brilliant songwriter. He is. He's very good at arranging tracks as well, and so he's helped me. So we've got quite a few new ones that I've written, and then he's helped me to arrange them, or so it's, yeah, I'm looking forward to the stuff that's coming. So
yeah, so
I'm excited.
you normally, when you're recording in the studio, like nowadays, do you normally record with a live band, or is it still just tracks?
No, it's with a live band. The only thing is that yeah, it's with a live band. They sometimes they would go in before me, so they will lay it all down, and then I'll go in afterwards. So it's all ready. So you'll be able to hear how it's going to be. So they will track them up first, and then I'll come in, or authentically we could do it together.
I just want to encourage you, Carmy. On a serious note, I know I'm excited, but I really do. I really just want to encourage you to keep going. Like the visions, like when I'm listening to your music, the visions I have of you, like I can see you in a studio with a full orchestra and tearing it down. You know what I mean? Like when I heard the backing, because I listened to the track behind the vocals while I'm listening to your song, and I could hear that they were live instruments.
Yeah.
Sound that comes and the cleanness of the production. I'm telling you, I floored. I wish I listened to you like from months ago. I wish I knew, so that I wouldn't be so excited now. You know what I mean? So that I got composed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad as well that you can see my excitement, because I think it's my raw reaction. You get me? I'm a fan now. I know your phone's been blowing up. I know you see me. Subscribe on your YouTube. Click on your Spotify.
That's good though. That is good. To be honest with you, it means a lot. It means a lot to me that people actually hear it and they connect with it. It means a lot. And like I said, if I wasn't called to come out and put the first single out, I don't think I would be doing music. That's how, do you know what I mean? So, because I didn't think I could. That was another thing. When because it's almost like, all right, you know how it is with the aesthetics and things like that, of that nature. So I would never, because I don't look like everybody else, which is a good thing now, I could say, because you don't look like everybody else, which means that you're more unique. And, you know, but I just was like, well, I don't look like them, and my stuff may not necessarily sound like them. So you can't really get a look in. But I would say now, I don't care about like necessarily like where you go, as long as I can sing and there's people that actually it resonates with them. I'm good with that. I didn't start doing this to become famous or anything like that. It's more about the love of music and the joy that I get from doing it. And it's the messages as well that you try to bring. It's like with Rebel, it was like one of the first songs that I've had written, and that was about 12, 13 years ago. And I remember where I was when I wrote it, and it definitely is. It's not about what's going on out there or what anybody else has got to say about you. It's about you connecting with whatever that is for you. I say the higher power. It could be anything. It could be a person, like whatever that is, that grounds you. It's that you just need to focus on that. And basically, it's like only you can give me what I'm looking for, whatever that is. So it could be yourself as well. And it's, for me, I want to do music which connects with people on a soul level. And it's not just like, oh, she sings really nicely and that she's singing about just anything random. It's about filling people's souls with like joy, happiness, and the ups and the downs, because we all have ups and our downs. There's so many, we're all multifaceted people. So yeah, I just want to do stuff that actually is real music, if that makes sense. If it's real, you feel it.
Listen, every single one of your songs that I heard, I kept replaying them and replaying them. Because I've got so
Yeah.
much to do, it's like focus on it, focus on it. Like I had to keep going and going because I wanted to get the essence of the song. So the ones I've listened to so far,
Mm-hmm.
Bell, Together
Mm-hmm.
Again, Thinking About
Yes.
You, and In the Morning. Did you write all of those four?
No, so I didn't write all four of those. I wrote out of those ones that that's actually Nick out of the four. So he's good in it. I've written one out of the four, but I say this, I was nervous about writing. You know, like you have writer's block, and then I'm like, oh, it's stuff that what I want to say, is it going to sound good? Is it cliche? Like I had a lot of issues, but now I'm sure as time goes on, I'm sure you will like the ones that come through as well, because it is more me. It is me.
Like,
not like these aren't me, because they are me, but it's my words.
Let me.
If I rebel, if I give up, all these people would say that I'm not true. But what is true when you're fighting in the dark? Show me light. Show me where I can see. Only you can show me where I'm supposed to go. Only you can give me what I'm looking for. Oh yes, we rebel on a daily basis, trying to hide our faces. Oh yes, we rebel. Oh yes, we really do. Oh yes, we rebel on a daily basis. Oh yes, we rebel, hiding our faces. Yeah.
Nah, you're amazing. Like I just want to carry you on my shoulder like a parrot. So you just...
I'll bring you around. I could take you around with me. I'll be happy to do that.
How did you come about the name Carmy Love? Where does it come from?
Carmy Love, it comes from, well, my name's Carmela.
Oh, okay.
My name's Carmela, yeah. Not not many people know that it's Carmela. So the funny thing is that I will know how long somebody has known me based on what they call me. So Carmy Love came about when I was in the band with Nick. So it was Nick's band, basically. New Street Adventure, they were called. And his best friend, who was our manager at the time, I think he just came up with it. He was just like, Carmy. And he was like, but we've got to call you something. Like, what are we going to call you? So what are we going to call you? And he just like, Carmy Love. We're going to call you Love. It's full of love. You're full of love. So we're going to call you Carmy Love. And I was like, I don't mind Carmy. But Love, like, Carmy Love. He's like, it's Carmy Love. I'm like, I wasn't keen on it. Even when we was putting the initial single out, they were like, Nick was saying to me, he was like, so what do you want to go by? And I was like, Carmy. And he goes, no, but it's Carmy Love. And I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And then he was like, but it's nice, and people will resonate with that a bit more. Like it's Carmy Love. And I was like, okay, all right, fine. And then now it's there, and I'm okay. I'm happy with it now.
You like it now?
Yeah, because it is about love, and it's a love for what I do. It's about spreading love, sharing love, giving love, you know. It's just reflecting that. So it's nice. And people usually are like, if you say the name Love, they'll either ask you, is your actual last name really Love? And I'll say no. and then they reflect that. It's like, oh, you're just. I was like, Carmy, love, like you're just so, you know, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
to share it.
So, who are some of your favorite artists?
Whew.
No, I know
Some of
it's a
my-
tough question for you because I can hear that you're an eclectic. So,
yeah, I mean, one of my favorite. I mean, it could be anywhere between I would say Jasmine Sullivan is like I really love her voice. I like Yeba. It could go to the Bee Gees. It could be so like I like Shaka Khan, I like Prince. That's hard, you know.
think of them like that.
It's hard. It's hard. I like Mary. Like I like anything that was very 90s based, like, you know, Joe, like anything like that. I just grew up listening to a lot of this stuff. My mum and my stepdad, the DJs, my mum, they still are on one radio station now. I think they're on Flavor at the moment. Sorry to put that there because we want them to listen to
Big
Love.
them up, man. I want to do it. This is
Yes.
love. This is universal, Bridget. It can't stop me.
Say universal.
This fire. Oh, you mean?
Yeah. So my parents, my stepdad and my mum are on they're on Flavor Radio on a Saturday in the daytime. So it's Marisha and Sticksman. My mum, Marisha. My mum, do you know what? It's funny. My mum could sing, you know.
Really?
My mum could sing. She wouldn't. I don't know why she doesn't. I remember like listening to her as a child, like a lot. She's got a nice voice, but she won't. Well, I grew up listening to a lot of music, and very like, I mean, like Barbara Streisand. Could be listening to anything. A lot of. It's like John Holt. Yeah, just anything. Madonna, even like she listened to a lot of different types of music. So I've grown up with that. But I can't really pick those few that I've said. And I know that later on I'm going to say, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say that? But literally, it would have been like Mary J. Blige, a lot of Brandy as well. Mariah Carey. But yeah, go on.
What's your favorite brandy? Like, do you have a favorite brandy like Full Moon or?
Yeah, I think Full Moon was a very good album for me. I think it was. I think it was one of the first ones that I bought because like I didn't. My parents had it, so they'll be beating it off when it first comes. So that was one of the first albums for me, and it was what else? I think her other albums after that have been good as well, but for me, that particular album was being played a lot.
I love
because I wanted to like emulate it and try to learn how to sing how she was singing as well. So.
I mean, Brandy, I just loved her from day one. I like how she came out and she wasn't trying to be like you know, she was covered up and she wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's tough at that time when everybody really fashion, critiquing fashion a lot and trying to get into this whole 90s vibe and stuff. And she came out and you have to sing to be able to pull that off. And not only could she sing, she had a nice smile.
She did. She was beautiful. She is. She's still beautiful now. That's beautiful.
And it was quite. And at my age, it was like, oh my gosh, she's not gonna sing again. She's just going into acting. Like we're so proud of her.
Oh, you're with Moesha. Yeah.
With Moesha, and then you're thinking, what? She's not gonna sing again. And you're like, no.
It's like... Yeah.
I like Moesha. I'm not telling you not to stop. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people feel like that about Rihanna right now. They're like, well, where's the album? You're doing all of this stuff, but where's the album? And for me,
that's what she named. She named Bad Gallery. Yeah. Listen, when Rihanna ready to knock a microphone in your forehead,
Mm-hmm.
say she never tell you say she took a break, because look what she done. She
Yeah, she's
took
done
a
a lot.
break, and look how she come out of nowhere and done that track there for what for Wakanda. Rihanna is Rihanna, and it's just like the way that she's been mentored, or the way that she's grown herself, just like Beyonce as well. They've put themselves in a position where they could literally go off and venture off into an adventure and decide to drop a song, and they're it's like they had never left. And everybody's
Yes.
looking at them as if to say, "Oh my gosh, what are you gonna do next?" They're just that phenomenal. Like, and it's just
Yeah.
I think the industry wasn't very keen on Rihanna's voice when she first came out, but somehow
They wasn't. They weren't.
exactly. But she was able to. Her work ethic is second to none. You know, and I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's work ethic. I think
Yes.
when you're gifted and you start singing and stuff like that, and it takes a long time, somebody can get discouraged.
Yeah. I think, yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Sometimes when they're at the peak and they don't know it, they decide to stop, and they didn't know that they were at their peak because they didn't believe in themselves, or they were tired because they've been working at it so long, but they didn't see the opportunity that was ahead of them. This is my time where I step back from the microphone, give you the space, and just to talk however you want to talk, address your audience, pick up who you want to pick up.
Okay. I just wanted to say, for those of you that are new to me, I hope that the music resonates with you well. I also wanted to say, for people that have any ailments or any, I say, invisible disabilities, that you are seen. I've known that a lot of people wouldn't necessarily know this about myself, as somebody that suffers with lupus and fibromyalgia and epilepsy and autoimmune hepatitis as well, where it's like my lupus has like attacks the brain and attacks my liver. And it's been something that I've suffered with. I wouldn't even say suffered with, but I've lived with from since 2013. So I was diagnosed 2008, sorry. It's been a number of years now. And it's to be positive about diagnosis that you get, and being positive can allow you to do a lot more than if you feel like you've taken the diagnosis and you've taken it as more like a death sentence. If you're positive about it, you'll be able to live more and enjoy life more. I can only speak, well, I can speak for myself. I never thought that I would be able to sing. And I didn't think that I would be able to work as much as I do. I live my life how I want to live my life, and I live my life to the fullest because I live with joy, and I'm grateful for life every day. Get up, even with the little pains and things. Sometimes I might get up and you're in excruciating pain and you don't know why, but you've got a show to do, or you've got rehearsals, or you've got work or whatever. You have to fight through that and just do what makes you happy. So that would be that. Also, people wouldn't know that it takes me a long time to learn songs. It's something that it's just the way that my brain works now. So somebody might say to me, I've got a show, because you do a show on this day, and like we want you to learn these songs for this show or whatever. And I would say yes. I'll always say yes. But during that process, getting there to that date of when you actually do the show, it's constant reading, constantly going over the songs, because sometimes, because it gives you cognitive dysfunction. You have cognitive dysfunction. So your brain, it's just if your brain actually wants to take on the stuff, because sometimes you could be looking at something and you're reading it, and it's like it's not going anywhere. And it's the anxiety that you have behind that, trying to get it ready in time, but you always prevail. You always do. You always prevail. So it's just about being positive, knowing that we've all got issues and we all got little ailments and things like that, but just try and think of it in a positive way. It makes you unique. It makes you who you are. It's your journey, and you don't know whether or not that can help somebody else. So I sing about joy, I sing about life, I sing about whatever, but I know that it's not just about me, it's about giving back and being a beacon of light to other people.
I didn't know you suffered with lupus. No.
And it's something, because for most people they just think of it as like a death sentence. They think about a lot of things like a death sentence. I mean, at the time that I was diagnosed, they didn't even, I was tired. You know when you're tired, like you're tired all the time, just tired. And I was jaundiced because it was attacking my liver. And I was going to the doctors and I was saying, so I'm tired. It's like, oh, your iron's low. And I'm like, something's not right. And then one day, I think I went to Jamaica, and it's the sunlight that exacerbates it even more. So it's the sun. And I came back, and I had to go to the hospital basically. And literally from there, they were like, something's not right with your blood, something's not right. And then they found it after a number of weeks, a number of checks. And you just don't know. You don't know. And your GP may not necessarily be looking at certain things as well. Everybody's online now. So everybody's a doctor. So you don't know, but you have to just gotta go through it.
If you could pick a mentor, or if you have a mentor that you would like to highlight, who would it be?
Well, apart from you now.
Me, your mentor. No comment it, but you lie, me.
No, you seem to, well, you definitely know people, people that I've worked with as well in the past. So if you've been around them, then I know that you're good. Thank you as well. So I'm just speaking to you now, even the stuff that you're saying, I'm like, I need to work on this. I need to work on that. Yeah.
Carmy Love, what is your message that you are sending to the world?
The message I'm sending to the world is love. Just love. In whatever capacity that is, just share love, see love, share love, be love. And that's it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. It's been an honor and a pleasure speaking with you. I felt like I made a connection with you in some way.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna keep up with your music. You now have a new fan, and
you're my friend now. You're my friend. That's it. You're my friend.
I'm a friend.
My fans.
I'll take friend, but I'm telling you, I'm fanning out. Yeah, I'm telling. It is what it is. Right?
I appreciate that. I really do.
All right, but just to end the interview, just remember the new single, I Just Came to Dance by Carmy Love. It's out now on all media platforms. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. You take care. Thank you for having me.
No problem. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe so you can be notified about future interviews. Have a lovely day. If you would like to promote your music on Love Radio, find us on all social media platforms or email contact@luvradio.co.uk.